Like I put Ferrero Rochers out in a bowl, and you get people they're not interested in the oven. They don't even know what it is. They think it's a fryer.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing? And they're taking handfuls. So next time I've got this squared away. I'm going to get a Brussels sprout, take that Ferrero Rocher out, eat it, put the sprout in, and when you get back on your bus or train, I can't wait for you to open it and realise you've got a sprout, mate.
Class.
What is up? It's the Mad Chef Podcast.
Perfect, guys. Right, here we are. Episode 2.
Episode
2 of the Mad Chef. Obviously, you know me from the last one. We know Bevois, and we've got a special guest today, Davey Smith from Reclaim Fire.
But this isn't Jordan, just to clarify.
Yeah, a little bit different than Jordan. No, buzzing a beer. Thanks for having me.
Oh, mate, nice to see you again. Nice to see you. So yeah, what have we been up to since the last episode? We've all been up to quite a bit. You know, obviously when we finished the last episode, we went straight to North Wales and we went to Riga State. So let's have a little chat about Riga State.
We did go to Riga State, and I had a horrendous opportunity to try and do a first food review. Turns out it wasn't that great.
No, we didn't have.
I've got better since.
Didn't have the microphone turned on.
Didn't have the microphone turned on. Had the camera the wrong way round.
We look like a boy band walking away from Riga State.
Terrible boy band.
Classic.
However,
terrible.
Yeah.
So Riga State, big shout out to Riga State. Absolutely amazing food. We had a double quarter pounder bison burger, which was the juiciest burger I have ever had.
It was delicious, to be fair.
I mean, it was £70 for 4 burgers, just 4 burgers, but it was £70 and.
So I went on the Retigo card.
That's pretty big cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
it was good though.
Do you know, it was really nice. And we went around the grounds and had a walkabout, went into the farm shop.
Yeah.
People got carried away and was going through everything in that farm shop.
It was a good farm shop, to be fair.
Some nice ingredients.
I like a farm shop.
Yeah,
really
I
good.
love a farm shop.
Yeah, I love a farm shop.
I feel like this has come with age though. Like I wasn't really into farm shops, and now
now I love farm
I really dig a farm shop now.
Yeah, I do.
I'm 40 now, aren't I? I'm 40.
That's
So you are old, mate.
I'm literally
To be
old
fair.
now.
Yeah, literally old. Yeah.
How old are you now?
37.
Oh, you sound 36.
Yeah.
And 16 months.
Yeah, you'd be wearing silk. You'd be
Although
wearing,
the attire would say I'm about 55, you know.
you'd be wearing matching silk pyjamas next to your missus.
Oh, here we go.
Even the silk pyjamas, like, you both want a pair.
I'm going to go after this at Dunelm Mill, see if I can get
Yeah.
myself
Top of the
some
range.
matching silk pyjamas.
Might have to get you to brand them up, mate.
They were sick, mate.
Yeah.
Mad Chef ones, yeah.
The top of the range. Until you start getting...
But yeah, farm shops, you know what, it's really good. And we've been around a few now. Me and Jordan went to Harden Farm Shop. Another shout out to them. That was fantastic. Walking around all the grounds. They've sort of got a section with the pears growing. They've got apple trees growing. They've got this, that and the other. And we literally just spent half a day there mooching around. It even rained and we were just like, we don't care. This is great. They've got an in-house bakery there. So
Oh, yeah, lush.
you can go and watch
nice.
them create all that. They've got sort of a really nice sort of pastry section there. So you can watch them make everything. But it is like you said, the older we get, farm shops now, Saturday afternoon thing, and it's fantastic.
You get excited about taking a loaf of bread home and just cracking out the butter and on it. That's fun, right? That's fun, right?
You used to do 4 days in Prague on a bender. Now I'm getting a sourdough from Harden Farm Shop.
Me and Danielle had this exact conversation.
I get excited about Brussel.
Yeah. It's funny.
No, love it. And started rating coffees. When did that become a thing?
We've got one by us actually, Peterlee Manor, and they do all kinds of things like the pumpkin picking and all that kind of stuff. It's great for the kids, and they got this outdoor barn area which is really cool, and they sort of like deck it out and that. But yeah, it's got butchers and like you say, a pastry section, and the bread's out of this world. And just get excited. I'm not really asked about the pumpkins. I'm just going for the bread, to be honest.
No, we ended up having, what did we have now? We had a Reuben sandwich. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with the Swiss cheese on it, pastrami.
Got popular now, isn't it? The old Reubens.
Oh, yeah. Delicious, though. You know, I mean, Jordan's lasted about 3 seconds.
Inhaled it.
One bite.
How was it, Jordan? Don't know.
Just rolls it up and just breathes it in. Yeah.
Breathed in, gone.
Yeah.
There was cheese on it, I think.
Coffee's gone. He's over there picking cake.
I love how he's not here, so he can't defend himself.
Doesn't need to defend himself.
I'd up his second course within minutes.
Yeah. No, but that's good. So
Second
obviously
course
we went
was a napkin.
Yeah. So we went there. We've done a lot of farm shops and stuff. So we got some really good footage and stuff that we want to share with everyone of some of the best farm shops we've been to. And then I went to a place really interesting, Anglesey Sea Salt. I don't know if you've ever been there. My God, fantastic. It's just the history of where sea salt comes from and stuff like that. And the two founders they've been doing it for, I think, 40 years now. And it's just unbelievable. And obviously they produce it all there and stuff like that. They've got it all for sale there, whether it be smoked sea salt, all flavoured sea salts, but unbelievable. So if you get a chance, get yourself up to Anglesey Sea Salt.
Love a bit of smoke.
Sea salt, beautiful.
Love a bit of smoked sea salt.
Oh,
It's the one,
I
right?
had one the other day, Malden smoked.
Yeah,
sea
Malden
salt.
smoked is lush.
Yeah.
And then I smoked my own in the Retigo oven with the Vision smoker.
Beautiful.
Put that in there, so now smoking salts in the oven.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
we season our shredded lamb with a bit of smoked salt. Like it's
smoked
just
salt's
the
lush.
one in it.
It is
The
good.
absolute one.
Absolutely love it. And then let's get down to the nitty gritty of the mad chefs being in the beer day in the Czech embassy. We did a beer day for Retigo where we invite all the distributors down there, and we have different bars, stalls. Czech brewers come and basically they set up their own stalls. They provide the beer, and then Retigo, we provide the food.
Yeah.
So obviously we had food just going out, so constant. Bivois there just getting pizzas together. We're firing them through the ovens. We're talking 200, 300, 400 people.
Oh, yeah.
Just started off as 100, 200,
Love a pizza,
300.
didn't you?
I love a pizza.
Love a pizza.
You can't
Yeah.
tell.
Love a pizza. Love a pizza.
Especially that's why you're wearing silk, because it obviously flows over.
Look, you two need to go over these silk pajamas. They're top of the range.
I'll send you a picture later on with mine on.
Sounds like a sick day.
No, do you know what?
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
good.
it sounds
Like
like
I
a
said,
really
it
good
got
day.
busier and busier and busier. But the build up for it, it's the setting up for it. So that started off brilliant. So obviously we got there the day before, set up all the stalls, and then I was waiting for this pig for the hog roast, and the butcher said, "Great butchers, by the way." Anyway, so he said, "Look, it's 7 miles away, Sam, the butchers. Do you want to come and get it? Or I can drop it off at 5 a.m. I was thinking, wow, I'm going to be having a few sherbets tonight. I do not fancy picking that up or meeting him at the embassy. I'll pick it up now, guys." So at 3 o'clock, I left on this adventure to the centre of London, which I thought would take about 15, 20 minutes. And everyone was like, no, you're not used to London, are you? I was like, it's only
7 miles away. What are you
7
talking
miles
about?
away.
Yeah.
3 hours and 45 minutes later, I returned.
With a
But
pig.
With a pig. However, the pig, there's a story in itself. So I pull up at this butcher's. He's parked outside. I open my boot. He then carries this whole pig, a 60-kilo pig,
I was
in
going to say
black
60,
bags,
70 kilo, yeah.
black bags wrapped with tape, and puts it in my boot.
In the middle of London.
There's blood dripping out. If the police had gone past that, say, "Excuse me, sir, do you want to tell me what you're doing?" It's a body.
It's
a
a
pig.
It's a pig, honestly, yeah.
So anyway, driving back through London, eventually get back with this pig, and I walk in, and that's it. It's just a big slab on the floor. But it worked, didn't it? We got there.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really, really good. And do you know what? The day set off. We had some fun with the Paco jet.
We had more than a bit of fun. The first story is, I got there. What do you want me to do, Sam? Keen. Chucking my stuff on, lovely. He said, right, I need a gravy making for the pies. We've got pies and mash going out 3 hours away, whatever. He said, kitchen, just upstairs. Upstairs means 5 stories. To the top floor.
I can already imagine.
The lift's broken.
Lift's broken.
I'm fat, so I was staying downstairs.
Get to the top floor.
How many litres of gravy you got to
Oh
make?
no, strap in, David.
Oh, right.
So I'm like, Sam knows what he's doing. I'll make a gravy. My ingredients were
Yeah, I can't
water, salt. And the salt he didn't order, that was the bloke whose kitchen it was. Can you make me some gravy and here's some water?
Sick.
I got to check on him.
What'd you get on the reduced?
Oh
did
man,
you?
I went, whoever's kitchen that was, the poor bloke, I went through every cupboard, drawer, everything, and I literally
Some
found
veg stock cubes.
There's no stock. No stock cubes, no nothing.
Sounds tasty, mate. It
Oh,
does
mate,
sound good.
I was like, what on earth? I was like, don't get me wrong, I'm now in the kitchen, but this is a bit Master Chefy for me. Like,
Yeah.
So I was like, there must be something. So anyway, went into the other room, there's a fridge. Opened the fridge, and the geezer from the day before must have made a beef burgundy
It
or
was that
something.
goulash, wasn't
oh,
it? Czech
goulash.
goulash.
Winner.
So I was like,
I bet your eyes lit up when you saw that.
I was like,
Yes, thank
I was like,
God. Good work.
bosh in the thing.
I bet you were just expecting
Straight.
to see a Muller corner in there.
Straight. I was like,
Like,
oh, that'll have to do. And then we come up and he's like, it's gravy, sir. I was like,
Well, I go
if
check
anyone
it out.
asks, all the allergens are in it. I don't know what's in it. Like, it is full
crustaceans, the lot is in there.
everything's
yeah.
in it.
However, I left a week earlier to get up the stairs. I come up and I'm like, that. You didn't use all that goulash, did you? He went, no, just 2/3.
You wanted like 60 litres of gravy and you gave me water.
Carrying it down the stairs.
Yeah, I was like,
Very
mate.
steady cook.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
But I did bring up beer.
We've done worse.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I did bring up a beer. And it
Which
was
I can't drink because I'm gluten free.
Yeah, so I had both. So anyway, moving on from that. So after his...
Gluten-free wearing silk pyjamas. It's all coming together, mate. It's
Yeah,
a-
that sounds pretty sexy. That's
Literally a hero.
But yeah, so from that, we obviously, after him spending an hour making gravy, which tasted delicious, we come down and all the lads had finished all the pies and stuff and got it ready. The pig had been on since 7, so that's going well. And then the food starts, the drink starts. It's just wild.
It's chaos. It's gleaming.
You get your own glass and your tumbler, and it's got Retigo written it across, and you go into these beers, but you forget the Czechs can drink strong, clean beer. I could nail a pack of 10 Fosters and nothing happened. 2 of them, I was like this. Whoa.
And there's some crazy flavours as well. There's some really lovely flavours.
That smoked beer was unbelievable.
The smoked beer was unbelievable.
We lost Jordan as well for about an hour. No one could find him. He's at the far end in a beer tent, just chatting shite. Yeah.
Terrible.
Networking is called, isn't it?
Networking. Yeah, we need to get used to that.
Networking normally is a thing when you come back with at least a business card. You came back with a glass. Which was empty.
Beer dribbled down his jacket and a shortbread.
Was it the kind of beer that sort of makes your legs a little bit weak and you stand up and you go a bit wobbly, that kind of beer?
I mean, we started with it must have been 9 o'clock in the morning, the first one. And it was people just bringing us beers. We're then trying to get the food out, which started about 2 o'clock. The first wave of food. So whether or not it be pizzas, pies, the hog roast was the last thing.
The chips.
Was massive. We did chips with the Retigo, just constant. The queue was massive, but everyone just fired through. But while I'm trying to do the food with 7 chefs and get ourselves organised, I'm looking for this one.
Yeah.
Right. And now you realise who he's wearing his silk pyjamas with was the love story that happened at the Czech Beer Day. So if you weren't part of the Mad Chef, you wouldn't have met the lovely Jodie.
I knew I was going to get mugged off.
Tell us. So let's move on to the love story. Let's just tell us just a little insight.
You've got to cue some sort of romantic music here, surely.
Actually, you could do.
I've got a tune.
Don't.
I've got a tune.
He's got a tune. He made a tune for his missus. He's actually made a tune for Christmas for his missus. He's known her 4 months. Commitment. Absolute
so
commitment.
go on, tell us then how you first met her. I mean, wasn't she behind where all the fridges were or something? But anyway.
No, we were stood at that pot of that piano thing, putting out those glasses.
Is this after you made the gravy?
Yeah, this is after I made the gravy.
Yeah.
So we're putting out all these like sauces of biscuits and stuff everywhere, right?
And olives and stuff.
And olives and stuff. And then we're getting told off because we're eating more than we're putting out. Anyway,
what?
The entertainer arrived, walked past. I was like,
I already know your reaction. You don't even have to explain.
He went, what?
She's a duck.
Who is that? He went, she's the entertainer. She's something to do with, what's his name, the other geezer? What's their uncle's name? Craig.
Cousin Craig.
Craig's cousin. She does all the entertainment. I said, she is a delight.
Craig Barnett.
So I was like, what time do I finish? He went, about 5. I said, right, I need half an hour. He said, why? I said, because I'm going to boil her up. And if it works, happy days. And if it don't, I'll never see her again anyway.
Nothing to lose, eh?
Yeah. Said, all right. So R4 went round. She was getting ready to put her stilts on and all the rest of it. Shivered her up and here we are.
In fact, we got a nice image actually with them in the stilts and stuff.
So boiled her up.
Just put her over your shoulder and walked out.
Shivered her up 2 weeks later.
Shivered her up. And then we went on a date and here we are.
2 or 3 days later.
4.5, 5 months later.
I call him and he's like that in the video with her in the car. I'm like, hello.
All right. Yeah.
They'd moved in, settled in. Been to DFS and bought the first sofa.
Yeah.
Matching silk pyjamas.
That's it.
Sail on.
Christmas tree.
Ends.
Job done.
That's it. I'm done.
And that's it. Now
that's it.
He even said to me, he said, I'll get married before you. But obviously I did that in Chester. She said yes.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Of course you did.
Look at went down on one knee. Couldn't get back up.
So she had to come down.
Now I'm wearing moccasins. I've got a selection of Velcro shoes at home, so I don't have to go down again.
And you go to farm shops, so it's all coming together in there.
Tweed jacket, beautiful. I've actually got one of them Gilets as well at home.
Yeah.
A nice little brown number, anyway, let's move back on. So, obviously you met the love of your life. Fantastic.
True story, yeah.
You then had to bugger off, get back to do some work. Well, the rest of us were grafting, eating your lovely gravy. But then we went out in London then, and that was it. So, do you know what? It was
a good day. It was a really good day. I was gutted I had to go home.
Yeah. It was.
We were halfway through a Seascap workshop. And
very productive for you then.
Well,
literally got
went down.
Future Mrs. Beavers.
Yeah, went down, smashed out some food, made a gravy out of thin air, pulled the love of my life and left.
Right, so that's it for that. Fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Well done to you both. Congratulations to you and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. We've been busy. So then after that, I went to the Czech Republic to the HQ, and they got me a comedian from Czech, sort of quite well known, and they wanted to sort of get me mic ready to go to host in Milan for sort of like the biggest hospitality trade show, one of the biggest in the world.
It's a pretty big deal, no?
I was out of my comfort zone there.
Yeah,
Microphone, 5 demos a day. You're the British speaker. Okay.
Have you heard me talk?
Yeah, you're really
Hello.
My name is Jeff.
Was this with Tash or without Tash?
No, this was with Tash.
Decent.
So the yard brush was on. Anyway, so it gets better. So I go to check, and the main exec chef, he goes, "You are getting rid of that, aren't you?" I said, "What for?" He goes, "When we go to host, representing the brand, the new oven, the launch." I was like, no.
Yeah.
The moustache is staying.
I got my Ned Flanders on.
Oh yeah. It was like a yard brush. It was great.
Decent.
So no, doing all that. Spent about a week there going through the menu we're going to do, getting to grips with the new oven, blah blah blah. So anyway, after that, after spending time with the new oven and getting to grips with it, they sent me to host. And obviously this is like great. So I get there, turns up off the plane, walk in, all 5 chefs have got moustaches. All 5 Czech chefs have got moustaches. I was like, "What's this?" They went, "We did it for you." Wow. I mean, do you know what? They all looked horrendous, but
Wasn't the yard brush, no?
No, it wasn't a yard brush. They all had sort of like little Piedros and
All right.
Piedro. Well, whatever.
I bet you looked like a barbershop quartet, didn't you?
Oh,
Like all lined up
It
in a
was
row,
horrendous.
like
It was horrendous. But no, that was good. And do you know what? Then the stand was massive. You've seen the one at HRC.
Oh, yeah. Ridiculous.
You thought that was big.
No, when you FaceTimed me from Milan, my head fell off.
You should have seen this.
Like 2 floors and it was mental.
That's serious stuff, eh? Like, that's
all
fair
steel,
play to
2
you.
floors. There are 20 grid upstairs, a 10 grid upstairs,
It was
20
great.
seats there.
Ridiculous.
In a
Yeah,
cinema
yeah.
room. And it was just like, so 20 people at a time going up there. We're then cooking with 3 ovens, just literally blasting a sort of starter, main, dessert through the ovens, trying to bring the crowd in at the same time. But
Demonstrating the equipment and
yeah,
stuff.
and it's hard because
Yeah.
you're trying to demonstrate the equipment without sounding like it's scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're trying to have
And
a laugh.
too
Not like
salesy
this.
and pushy
Yeah,
sort
we're
of
trying
thing.
to have a
Yeah,
laugh,
yeah.
bring people in, enjoy it, and ask us about the oven and stuff. So that was great. And then every evening, just sort of out with the team. There was a good 30, 40 people there from Retigo.
Yeah.
And they just, again, the Czechs, they know how to drink.
Yeah.
Their morning flat whites of beer.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And it's not an espresso cup either.
But
Like,
obviously, everyone we had a lot of people there from around the world from Retigo. So we had like the guys from Texas Retigo, or the American Retigo, the guys from sort of like China and stuff like that. And it was great to talk to all them about the oven.
Yeah.
Them talking to me about chefing, because obviously some of the food they produce is completely different to what we know.
just completely different cuisine, isn't it?
Oh,
Just a completely different style of cookery and the ingredients they use and the way they prepare them and stuff. Like, it's just completely different to ours.
Are the
isn't it?
ovens
I like to make sure the animal's dead before I eat it.
Oh, yeah. Are the ovens the same? Is it the same oven regardless of the country? Or is it...
No, the ovens are the same. Obviously, the language changes and stuff like that. And there's a couple of
The actual oven's the same?
The oven, the
Oh,
ovens
right.
are same across. I think about 68 different countries now.
Oh, right, nice.
So, no, do you know what? And it was an experience, and it was great.
You're going to have to get bilingual, mate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even lingual, mate.
Oh, here we go. Quite a share room. So the new oven. We'll go on to the new oven as well, because it is unbelievable. The new oven. It looks great as well. It's got that wow factor. I mean, you've seen all the old ovens. You've had to play with them. You've experienced, which will get Davey involved.
Yeah,
with
I'd love
at
to.
some point.
Yeah, I'd
easy
love
to
to.
use.
Yeah.
The
Love to
easiest
have a
oven
go.
I've ever
But
used.
the new one now, mate, like the new screen on it, you look at it and it's like a tablet. And on the demo, I was like, well, you can touch it with a glove on. You could even put oil on your hands and squirted oil everywhere, smudged it on the screen, but you could still touch all the buttons. There wasn't a delay, and you can't even do that on your phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So stuff like that, and obviously the speed it gets up to temp, the evenness of cooking and stuff,
And the usability for chefs is to be honest with you, the biggest thing really for ovens, because
Yeah, massively.
a lot of them are so convoluted. When you just want to turn it on, you want to put it to 180, you want to reduce your fan, and you're trying to
moisture up and get
flick
going.
through a manual. I've got to
Yeah.
press this button and do this and do that. Like it's an
this is
absolute
it.
nose.
And on this, it's just dead simple, isn't it? As
Oh,
you've
yeah,
been through it,
it's
like
super
the
easy.
humidity valve on it. It's
Brilliant.
just the percentage from all the way across. You can just slide it, or you can just type in the number you want.
Class.
But people don't understand that. When you say to people, obviously, it's an oven, they just go, it's an oven. It's not just an oven.
Yeah.
No.
And you've got like, I don't know, frozen products in there and stuff, and you've got that moisture coming off it. The fact that you can open that valve and take all that moisture out and create it dry, and so much more you can do with that oven.
And the smoking attachment is
Smoking
unreal.
attachment, but yeah,
I've
and
never
also-
seen the
Talk
smoke.
to me about that. That's interesting.
Right, so we've got a Vision smoker which attaches.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the electric panel sits on the side of the oven on a magnet.
Yeah.
And then the hose runs into the oven, sits at the bottom with your element and your chips in.
Yeah.
Start her up. You can have it sort of like, what was it, low, medium or high. And then it just fills the cavity with smoke, and obviously the fan starts going. But we've got
Wild.
programs set, so we've done some.
So is that that's a hot smoke then? Is it obviously?
no,
yeah.
You can do a cold smoke.
You can
with
do
it.
cold smoke as well.
We can put a tray of ice in the
Sick.
bottom and stuff like that. So
Wow.
we've smoked butters, we've smoked salts, we've smoked all sorts of bits and bobs.
When he showed me, when he went to slide it out, I thought he was taking the hose out to clean it with.
Yeah.
Slid it out, I was like,
That's going to be game changing for
it's sick.
kitchens,
It's
really.
sick.
Surely, like
it's sick.
because usually you'd have to have, I don't know, either it's like a temporary bit of equipment that kind of sits on your workbench and it's not kind of built
Yeah,
for
Or
a
the
thing,
little independent smokers.
or you've got or a big Bradley
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, the fact that it's all in one thing, like I
And
mean,
you can see
that's
it,
game changing,
because
right?
you can
surely.
see through the. Normally on a smoker, it's can close.
Yeah, and you're
You can't see
blind,
what's
right?
going in.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Not on that, you can turn the light on, you can see through the door. It's clean.
And really good thing as well is you can put it on clean at the end when you put the oven on clean.
Yeah.
Put the chemicals in, put the actual smoker in as well. Empty
Yeah.
the chips out, put it on clean. It comes out brand new. So you're looking after that equipment.
Yeah.
So it's got a bit of longevity in it.
Because that's the other thing with others, like it just gets all clogged and it does season the inside.
The clean actually cleans.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with other ones, you put it on clean. It looks like it's on steam for 2 minutes, and then you open the door and you're like, all right, I've got to actually clean it. Like with that, you put it on clean, you open the door, it's clean. You don't have to do anything, you just use it again.
Sick.
But that's it. It's, do you know what, really, really good. And also there's one more feature we'll go over, which I've done a little bit with Beavis now, is we've got sous vide sets on there. So instead of having your water bath, you can fit like, I don't know, 10 lamb rumps in or 10 fillets in or whatever. This, especially with stuff you guys have done in like numbers, being able to fill a 10 grid, that pack everything.
Yeah.
And, chicken supreme or whatever, and just literally that whole cabinet then becomes
Just a water bath, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Everything comes out perfect. And I've used water baths for years. Everything is consistent. It comes out perfect. And I'm like, my God, if you're doing a wedding or a banquet,
Yeah.
and you can sous vide that much stuff,
Yeah.
your life's easy as a chef, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's far
like,
out.
like when I was doing like large scale events, we literally used to do half a ton of like meat, like
Oh,
sous vide.
I know, Dave.
Oh yeah, you do know. Yeah,
I do know, yeah.
Beavis, do you want to come and work for a day? Yeah, no worries. You got one job.
Caught
That's all you got.
me on the best day. I was having the worst day in the
You had
world.
one job though. That's all you had to do.
He
One
phoned
job.
me. He goes, "Beef, do you want to work tomorrow?" And yes, Dave, I do want to work tomorrow. So he's like, "Oh, you'll be working with Ryan Hewson." Shout out to Ryan Hewson, absolute boy.
He is a boy,
So I was
to be
like,
fair. He's a good old.
"Oh, I'll come down." So what's it called? The Shed.
Yeah, the shed. Yeah,
Went
shed
down
and
to the
Bristol,
shed.
Yeah.
Should have known by the name.
Yeah.
Got there. He went, "See all this fish?
Is
That's
an
now the
enti-
cause of the crisis of no fish in the sea."
An entire pallet of
Like,
cod.
literally, it was like
It was an entire pallet.
like an
Like,
entire
it's-
pallet of
yeah.
cod. I was like, "Yeah."
You've just got one job, mate. That's all you got to
We
do.
want that trimming, brining, then meat gluing together, rolled, repeat.
Yeah.
For how many?
That's all you got
Well,
to do.
there's this pallet, and then there's another pallet in the warehouse. I was like, and I was like, there isn't that pallet in the warehouse. So anyway, me and Ryan smashed through that pallet. Like, honestly, my head was falling off. Freezing cold.
It was cold as well.
Freezing
It was
cold.
cold in that kitchen. Yeah.
Zero morale. No morale. Don't get caught on your phone. Wear a beard net. Don't
Yeah,
talk.
Yeah. Can't drink coffee,
drink coffee.
or anything in the
Can't
in the
have
kitchen.
any morals.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
it was.
What a time to be alive.
It's a
oh
tough.
my God.
Honestly,
I
it
this
was
is
tough.
horrendous.
It was tough.
Got to the end, and it was like,
Stinking of fish.
and then this other pallet come out. I was like, oh.
I'm going for a coffee, Dave.
It's
See you
like
later.
5 o'clock. I'm going home. Ryan's going home. Dave's like, Beeves, no.
No.
See
Bye.
you, see you.
I've done it.
You've got my bank details. See you later. See you later, Dave.
I can
And
tell
I've
you one
never
thing there.
seen him again. But when you're catering for the masses, like mass event catering, every job becomes like
Oh,
that. You know,
ridiculous.
you're prepping chicken.
There's no fun in it, though.
Yeah, you just every job. It's fun when you
You see the end is great.
when you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
there, yeah, and you kind of you section it and you've organised it all down, and you've got 400 portions for there, 400 portions for there, 1,000 portions for there, and it all goes to the areas, and then you see the dishes being produced. But the prep is wild.
It is next level.
It
And
is
And
wild.
what people don't see as well, I find with stuff, because obviously I've done a lot of banquets in hotels, is it's not only people see it and the chefs all walk in the morning and there's 20, 30 chefs. Oh, you're on this, you're on that, you're on this. They don't realise the exec chefs and the head chefs, the lick of ordering stuff. Of
Oh,
having
God,
to
yeah.
cost that out.
Yeah, the meticulous
Getting onto the
organisation.
butchers,
Yeah,
getting onto all these suppliers and actually ordering that and making sure that's there for that day. The pressure is unreal.
Yeah.
It almost makes you feel sick.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
And then you're running around because it's never simple. we need this. Oh, we can only give you 50 of these. Well,
I need 400.
Yeah. So then you've got to then go and source another butcher.
Yeah.
And it just becomes...
Then you've got no consistency.
Yeah. And then you've just got some moaning bastard on the table. Just eat it or go.
Yeah, go away.
Like when I was doing Silverstone, like the amount of times that we'd arrive on the Friday.
New Mrs. works at Silverstone, just say.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Get her in at every opportunity.
Do you want to name a company?
She works at...
She does go to work in silk pyjamas.
She does do that.
Yeah, when we were at Silverstone, they probably just rinsed through on multiple occasions, say short rib. Short rib just flew. That was it. And I was like, I had to phone, Simon, I need another 100 kilos of short rib by tomorrow. He was like, bloody hell, Dave. Like, yeah, big shout out, Simon. Thanks very much. But he'd sorted out every single time, and we just had to do it on the fly whilst we were there. But yeah, the huge amount of prep and the huge amount of organisation. Like, but the irritating thing is, you can be. I mean, this takes months and months to plan. And you get there, you got all your prep lists, and you're all organised, and all that kind of stuff. And then you hand the prep list to your prep leads, and you're very specific. This has to be labelled with Mercedes, carrot puree, 40 covers, Sunday. Like because it has to be like that. So it goes on the right pallet, it goes into the freezer in the right place. And you get there on the event and it just says carrot puree, and you're like, oh my God. Like, got to shuffle got to shuffle through 80 kilos of carrot puree now and shuffle it all around. Oh, it's just, the labelling was harder than the actual prep itself. Yeah.
PR graft.
Yeah,
PR graft. Really, really good. And we've all experienced, especially the banqueting and stuff with the military, obviously, all that sort of stuff. And other than that, since that now, up to now, I've done a couple of trade shows. I did the Takeaway Expo. That was good with Retigo.
Sounds like you've been double busy, mate.
I have. Here, there and everywhere. But you know what? I love a trade show. You go down somewhere for 2 or 3 days in a hotel. Everyone goes, oh, it's really hard. And you stand there. The irritating thing is people taking freebies. Got my tits. Like I put Ferrero Rochers out in a bowl, and you get people, they're not interested in the oven. They don't even know what it is. They think it's a fryer. And you're like, what are you doing? And they're taking handfuls. So next time I've got this squared away. I'm going to get a Brussels sprout, take that Ferrero Rocher out, eat it, put the sprout in, and when you get back on your bus or train, I can't wait for you to open it and realise you've got a sprout, mate.
Class.
Or get beef stock cubes, roll them up into cocoa powder.
It's like something we could give Jordan.
Put it out.
Yeah.
I think it's truffles. Bosh.
Lovely. But yeah,
I'll be honest with you though. We've been at some shows, haven't we? And you probably haven't eaten for God knows how long. I've been that person.
Yeah, snaffling
like
anything.
Absolutely, whatever you can get your hands on, some weird gluten-free vegan whatever fudge or whatever it is, and you're just snaffling it in because you haven't eaten for like 2 days. You're like,
it is good. And you know what? The people who are professionals at it. They walk around with these little trolley things. Those old days.
The swag bags.
Tote bags everywhere.
My nan's got one. It's tart. You know, she's got a corgi walking next to her.
Shoveling pens in at every point. You
can always spot somebody that's never been to a trade show before because they've got a bag of just stuff.
Just
you're like, what are you going to do with all of that rubbish?
Dehydrated.
Everything.
Soybean mince.
Can't wait to cook that home.
We'll put that in the cupboard for Christmas.
Which we'll never use.
Yeah. So no, do you know what? Love it, and it's great. But in fact, that leads me on to this because obviously I met you guys again down at HRC.
Yeah.
You were judging. Were you judging then?
Yeah.
You were both judging.
Yeah, I was meant to come and have a beer, but I just got absolutely swept up in the competition and all the judging and stuff, and then I had to boy off. So
never managed. I drank your beer anyway.
No, well, fair enough.
I made sure I had enough for all of us.
Yeah.
But no, so that leads us on to this. Obviously, you guys judging. Talk to me about like you guys do a lot of competitions and you've been there and done it, but people think it's just a case of putting this fancy plate up and you've practiced it a million times, but they don't realise the graft that goes into it. You know, so it'd be good to just, if you could just tell us a little bit now about you guys, how you met, competition world, where you got to, where you've been around the world doing it, and tell us the experiences you've gotten.
So when did we first meet? We first met when? 2000?
Love at first sight, wasn't it?
Tinder or Grindr.
Grindr.
I actually don't think that was out when we started competitions.
Maybe the phone's
That's scary to think that.
Maybe there was apps out when we started. I don't think there was.
The internet was just a thing. Yeah.
So when do we?
I'm rubbish with dates. You could tell me it was.
I started Buffet
2012 when I
Buffet,
agree.
I started 2000.
Long time ago. That's all I know.
Yeah,
I went
yeah,
out to
2008.
Afghan in 2009, and I just joined CSCAT then, so that's probably about right, eh?
Yeah, so 8-9-ish.
Yeah.
And then stayed on. So you got region. Let's call it regional teams. You got the Air Force team, Army team, Navy team.
Yeah.
And then once you become
That's like tier 1, isn't it?
that's like tier 1. And once you get head of section and you're pushing the boundaries and you're winning consistently, etc., then you go on to the combined services team, and then they go across all over the world. Enter the Culinary World Cup, the Culinary Olympics. Do all sorts of exercises and all sorts of stuff and things, but at international level, and we compete. All over the world, and somehow put it on everyone. So we turn up in a little box van from MT when you've got Singapore turning up in huge coaches with their
branded coaches.
Coaches. We turn up in a box van with wooden things, knackered.
And they've all got
no idea,
custom-made tuxes on, and they're all
individual section boxes with lights on it and film crews and stuff.
You're in a jumpsuit.
We're literally in a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And then it comes to the awards, and it's like they're like 15th and we're like 7th.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And then everybody's like, who on earth are these random people that just stroll in from the UK every year?
The British can't cook.
Yeah.
That's like, there's like a stigma. There's a big stigma attached to the UK culinary scene. Like
2018 when we come third, third in the world in 2018, got on the podium at the World Cup. So we're sat probably halfway towards the back, probably about halfway.
I don't know if you can cut to a clip or something, but there's a great photo of us in there, and I'm losing my wig. You're absolutely jumping.
That's when we got double gold at the Olympics.
Yeah, double gold.
Was the picture after that, by any chance, you all stood with a log in a field? And that was the tall hats on. That killed me.
No, that was 2000. That was
just a personal shot.
That was 2020.
That was just my personal. That was a calendar photo. I was like that.
2020. We drove around the Cotswolds for about a day just trying to find a log on the floor.
Yeah.
We found it. We're like, yes.
Yeah, this is the one.
We just chuck ourselves on this log. But 2018 we World Cup.
Good table though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great table.
We did really well.
Then they said like 5th, 6th, whatever. They come to the top 3. CSCAT had never been on the podium before,
right?
And they went, and in 3rd place from the United Kingdom, there's about 8-9 United Kingdom teams. They went combined services, culinary arts team, and normally the whole crowd goes mental. They were like,
who are these guys? And we just lost it.
We just went mental.
Absolutely just lost ourselves.
Who on earth? Who are these random?
What do you mean it's not Sweden, Finland, or Denmark? The Scandies are usually there.
Some of these big teams that make it into the top, say the top 10.
They literally do it full time.
But what are they consisting of? What's the calibre of chef there? Are they?
These guys basically it's their full-time job.
Yeah,
so they're funded by the government. So they come out of their place of work. They're given a salary and they train together for 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
Whereas you guys have got a normal job to do
in
as well.
a specially made kitchen that is exact carbon copy of what they're going to be using on the day. Like there is money thrown at them, and we are pulling together for 2 weeks. Whenever we can get everyone together, and sometimes there's not even the full team. There'll just be like 6 people there, and then we managed to pull off magic. To be perfectly honest with you, it was absolute highlight of our certainly of my culinary competition. It was amazing,
ridiculous. Double gold at the Olympics.
But from like a detail point of view, Aaron Marshall, legend. He was like my wingman on platters.
Yeah.
Bobby D's going to love that.
Bobby D, you're also good. But for this specific story, Aaron Marshall, so tiny seahorse crackers. I am talking
like 3 or 4 mil.
3 or 4 mil, like with innate detail, like piping at like 0.0. It was fine, super fine. And he'd do 20. And I come along and it'd be like that one. Make them all like that. The rest were gone. And that do 20. I pick 2. The rest are gone, and we do it again. And it's like that for everything, absolutely everything.
So what we're talking on a normal day? Are you're grafting all day long doing this?
Oh man,
13-14 hour days for 2 weeks.
And that's if everything goes right.
Right. Yeah.
If you get to a point, especially on platters, especially on platters, you get to a point. You've made this piece. you've meticulously rolled each individual element so they're perfectly cylindrical, and then you need to put them all together so they're perfect. Every single detail matters. One little tiny inadequacy and it's do it again. And
the whole thing do it again.
You take that first slice and you look at it, there's like anticipation and nerves
it's
like you would
worst.
never even know. You've made 3 of these, which takes a ridiculous amount of time. And you take that first slice and you look at it and you're like, get the other one.
Yeah.
And it's just brutal. That's not good enough.
Must be a massive cost involved then.
Yeah,
like the food waste.
there is
not
big-
wastage.
Yeah,
but food.
there is a big cost.
Yeah.
involved. But the thing with that is you got to remember that so there's 2 elements to the competition. You've got cold work and a hot kitchen. Hot kitchen is a mini restaurant, for instance. So
Yeah.
3 course,
Yeah.
129 hours. The Perspex kitchen, chaos.
Call it a sweat box, don't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Like it's just it's a glass box
Yeah,
essentially. Everyone looks in, like they can
With
see
a dining room bolted on the back of it.
everything you do. They can see everything.
And stuff. Yeah.
But just that on like steroids. Like, and then you've got like 16 kitchens back to back. With
Just all going against each other.
All countries going crazy with it. But then you've got cold elements. The thing with that is you've got to remember it's not food. Although it's made with food, it's art. It's artwork. So So when people are like, there's a big controversy about is it sustainable? Is it ethical? Should we be doing cold work because of the food waste and all the rest of it? But it's artwork. Like
that person also complaining about that's probably driving a Range Rover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like, but there's never there's never the conversation of, well, if you're gonna do a sculpture and you waste a load of clay, like. Well, you're still wasting an element. Like it's an ingredient, regardless of what the medium is. So just our medium is food. So unfortunately, you've got to waste the food to do the artwork.
I think it'd be a massive shame. I know they've gone to sort of like an edible buffet.
For the national teams.
But
It looks the same though, does it?
No, I learned such a lot of my detailed skills in cold work. Like I think
massively,
I think it's it just teaches you about hyper detail. And hones you in so much. Like just to create a plate, you're thinking, okay, colours, textures, flavors, and you've got to accentuate all of those things even more because people aren't eating it, so they've lost that sense. If that makes sense, so they've lost that sense. So they've got to be able to read that menu and look at that plate and think, "Oh, that's either interesting or that looks like it's going to be tasty or that sounds like it's going to be tasty," and getting provenance in there. And then if your entire table is made up of 25 plates, maybe even more, you can't repeat ingredients.
Okay.
So you create your first...
And you can't repeat shapes
and ingredients. So if you create your first 10 plates and then you're like, I think I've got to invent a vegetable because
invent a shape.
Fantastic.
don't have anything else to use.
But it's, but like going off what you're saying with regards to learning the skills of hyper
Detail.
Like when you come to do hot food, when you've done that for so long, the one shot, one kill is, for real. It's so quick. Like so, you've obviously I've got a new team now. I'm the captain now, so we've got a brand new team. There's all new juniors. Some of the boys and girls in the team have only been in like 18 months, 2 years.
You're doing great stuff as well.
Really, really young. But like they'll come to me and they'll go, "Well, what about this?" And I'll just go, "Oh, this." And they're like, I've been doing that for a week. You feel terrible, but you're like, but it's because you've been doing it for so long. Then you see them go back to the table and their soul dies, and you're like, all right, come here for a minute. Like, go and have 5 minutes. Like,
so the experience I had with it was doing them open restaurant show plates.
Yeah,
and that ass picking.
And
Richie Holmes was the boss.
Your dippings,
my God. And obviously, I've got a tremor anyway.
Yeah,
not the one. So I'm there like this.
All for the bubbles.
Sam, there's bubbles everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you dipped this in lemonade?
Exactly.
Hasn't it started off smooth? I've made it fizzy.
Yeah, it's meant to be a foam.
It's hard. Cold work's a dark art. It's not easy at all. And people that come onto the team, the first thing I say to them, I'm like, this is your first time doing cold and you don't like it, that's fine. Like, don't force yourself to like cold. If you don't like cold, don't do cold, like, because it's hard. It's not easy. It's long hours. Sometimes you'll be sit there with a seal pat mat, tracing with a dead shoe mix the grains in a seal pat mat to make
A shreddy.
A shreddy.
Yeah.
And you're like, if you're not willing
Like
to
a
do that
micro shreddy, yeah.
and if you're not willing to do that for like 7 hours for 3 days until your soul dies,
I'll find another
like,
job.
don't do it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
it don't make you miserable, don't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
But
exactly that.
lunatics like us are like, yes.
Just,
Give it to me, like.
The pleasure of just then, once it's been shown and, you know, we can clear the table, the pleasure of just scraping that plate.
Into the bin.
Oh, yes.
Don't want to see it again.
Nice. Yeah, thanks for playing.
Whereas everyone who's looking at it is going, that looks incredible.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the last thing you want to see is that plate of food.
Yeah.
Right then. And looks like we've all been busy.
Yeah.
And that was great to hear about the competition stuff. But also, Davey, let's hear about you. Obviously, we've known from the RAF days. Obviously, you've left the military now.
Yeah.
She's still in.
She is still in,
She is still in. I've got to call you that because of these silk pyjamas. A picture. Here we go. So, yeah, tell us a bit about you now, what you're doing now, the company that you've set up
cool.
and stuff.
So for anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Davey. I'm co-founder of Reclaim Fire. We're a live fire barbecue events catering and equipment hire company. This year, we've done our biggest lamb cook to date. We cooked 8 lambs simultaneously, which, you know, undergo some incredible hours, but I'll touch a little bit more on that later on.
This is Jin.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jordan.
Supporting UK armed forces and families. Next year, we've got some exciting stuff booked. So we've actually been asked to host the Ember Lounge VIP experience over at Smoke and Fire Festival.
Oh, yeah,
Very
nice.
nice.
Sick.
Very
Literally
nice.
got confirmed for that yesterday, which I'm absolutely buzzing about.
With James Peck.
With James Peck.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Book a
decent.
ticket.
Give me a ticket.
I'll give you a ticket. I'll give you a ticket. Come down.
Yeah, I'm well.
Mad Chef, come
Mad
down.
Chef, come down. We'll
Yeah,
come down. Let's
sick.
come down as
Do
Mad
it.
Chefs. We'll
Yeah,
go down and experience it.
Class.
I'll message James later.
Yeah. I've not actually met him physically, but yeah.
he's good.
So yeah, we're absolutely buzzing about that. We've also been confirmed for BBC's Gardeners World, where we'll be doing barbecue cookery school and live fire demonstrations. So literally got booked confirmed for that yesterday. So buzzing.
Yeah, decent.
So this year we've been busy.
Yeah.
We've been busy essentially growing our brand on social media. And we're actually looking to pair with incredible venues that share our ethos and our vision, because we want to expand on what we already offer, and we want to deliver, you know, firecraft masterclasses, not just the cookery side of it, but just understanding everything from like wood selection to how to maintain your pits and all that kind of stuff. Because I certainly know from myself starting out that it ain't as easy as just lighting a fire and off you go.
No, of course it's not.
There's so much to consider. Obviously with smokers and stuff, that's got its own science behind it. But in essence, you know, you've got a smoker, you've got a chamber there with heat. Whereas a live fire, you're cooking, you're grilling, and that heat is just going into the atmosphere, you know. So there's a lot more to consider.
You know, when I've seen your social media and I see the lambs, and I'm like, how's that little
I have to
fire?
say, I fired through the social media.
I'm like, how's that
it's-
little fire cooking that lamb? Then it cuts and then the lamb's cooked all the way through at the end, and I'm like,
I watched one. I watched one the other day with just the prepping of it. People don't realise that. It's on there cooking. Have you been behind the scenes? Of how you've got that to there. I was like that watching the video, going, my God.
and everything that's hanging, all the pineapples and stuff that hang. I'm like, how are they cooking? Like,
rubbing them
by the way.
chickens and-
The pineapples.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll cut back to Lehman Family Day, and I'll talk through that whole entire prep piece, because that was a boy. That was like old buffet days. There was some hours involved in that. I tell you that. But going forward, we want to pair with venues. We're looking out for some really spectacular venues where we can offer firecraft masterclasses and corporate retreats and that kind of vibe. With the ambition then to have our own venue, so we can host our own brand of exclusive wellness retreats and live fire getaways.
Yes,
that's where we want to be.
That,
And then, you know, expand onto more things Reclaim. So Reclaim's like clothing brands, but actually using like Reclaim like clothing and stuff like that, because our whole piece is kind of like sustainability and reusing pieces of forgotten equipment and stuff that would either end up in a scrapyard or would just be sitting out and stuff, like the fire pits, the cast iron fire pits that we use. I mean, they're ex-cattle feeders.
Right, okay,
They're cast iron,
that's sick.
they're heavy, they're massive, they retain heat. And because we call them Mexican hats, because they kind of like bulb in the middle, you can really stack a fire around it, and it just kind of is a natural kind of So that's kind of what we're all about. And if you're a venue out there and you fancy like checking out our social media, then please do. And if you fancy like linking with us, then that'd be great. We'd love to. But going back onto RAF Lehman, so we were approached for Families Day, which is the 8 lamb, and doing a lamb, I've got it down to about 15 minutes. But
prepping the lamb.
Getting it down, getting it on the frame, getting them mounted. So 15 minutes per lamb. That's if I've got all my wire clipped and all to size and all that kind of stuff. If all the preparations go, I can rip through a lamb in 15 minutes. But it didn't start like that. It was more like 25 minutes and stuff. So that in itself took me 3 hours. And I was in because the space that I use, I can use it after hours, after the service time's done. So we hire out a kitchen and So we use the kitchen after hours. So I'm rocking up at like 5 o'clock and I'm working till 1 in the morning.
You've already been up all day.
Exactly that. 1 in the morning, and I'm in this fridge van. So we've hired off this big box fridge van. I'm in the fridge van, wiring up these lamb ready for the thing. So because there's not enough fridge space in there. So just the brutal back elements of that is, and then it was like a 5-hour journey up to, we got all the prep done over the course of 2 days. It was just myself that did the prep with Christoph as well. Thanks, Christoph. He was an absolute legend. Got all the prep up there. We left later than we did because you that's what you do. You plan for the best, and it doesn't quite go to a thing. But we rocked up there, and it must have been 12, something like that. We actually got to the hotel after setting up all the fire cages and all that kind of stuff. Everyone's knackered. The hotel was by far probably one of the worst hotels I've ever stayed in my life. It was diabolical. It was awful. It smelled like wet dog.
Oh, okay.
It was honestly, the sort of motel you see on like dodgy like American films. We're like, oh, this looks. It was like one of them. It was really bad. We had 2 hours sleep because we had to be up at 2 because we had to be on site for 3, fires lit for 4, ready to serve for 12.
Grueler.
Like it was.
So how long does it take to cook a lamb through? 6 hours.
About 6 hours. Yeah, about 6 hours. So we go about 5 hours. It's all dependent, but we go 5 hours on the rib cage side. Basting every hour with a herb brush. We make our own lamb brine.
So you're doing that like class,
and it makes a difference. To be fair, we're currently playing around with lamb brines, putting different flavors in. We put saffron in it last time.
Nice.
So it takes 5 hours on the ribcage side, and then we flip it, do the skin side for about an hour, get that all nice and golden rendered down. I mean, crispy lamb fat. Let's talk about crispy lamb fat. It's the best thing in the world.
Delicious.
We call them lamb biscuits. They're just absolutely
One
incredible.
of the lads, Nocco on the team, he done a lamb fat crumpet.
Oof.
Oh, you mentioned this.
Oof.
It was filthy.
Cheeky.
Yeah, it was naughty.
Yeah.
Little homemade crumpet, load of lamb fat on it. It was lush.
Yeah.
We have to get some of them knocked up.
Yeah, oh mate, it was delicious, to be fair.
Yeah, it sounds class. And then you've got the resting, so you've got to build in, an hour or so for the resting, and then you've got to build in time to actually break it down. So all in all, the whole thing takes about 7 hours.
People don't realise, do they?
No, they don't.
And when you're talking from a labour point of view, you've got to have someone. It's a full-time job, like manning the pits, like the heights and all that kind of stuff, like bringing it down, bringing it up again.
When you got 8 running at the same time.
Well, I noticed your breakdown the other day on your Instagram, and it was a breakdown of
time.
Lessons
learned.
What your lessons learned, that was it.
Yeah.
What you had to do, and every element just to get that lamb ready for that customer to eat.
Yeah.
Was like, it's mental.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you get knocked a little bit, or if you're delayed getting on a site, everything can just go.
And the weather as well. Like the weather plays, I think it was like lesson 2, but the weather plays such an extreme part in what we do. I mean, we're built for wet weather. So, if you're a corporate business out there and you're wondering, I don't know if I can do a barbecue in winter, we can do a barbecue in winter.
Very nice.
We went out again. We went up to Yorkshire. And we did an event, and it was when the storm was the storm hit us.
Right.
And it was like 25, 30 mile an hour winds, absolutely hammering down with rain, intermittent, and we were like, jeepers. Like, it tested our wet weather kit to the absolute extreme. But we did it. Yeah. And we did like 4 lamb, we did like 20 odd chickens, the pineapple.
I've seen them. They look,
the pineapple is it's
one
almost
of
the
those.
star of the show for me, to be honest.
I need to taste one of those.
Yeah, honestly. So
Cooked pineapple is different gravy.
But
when we done that salt baked pineapple, it's lush.
But when you actually hang it on the frames, it's cooking for about 4 hours, and we make like a rum vanilla caramel.
Oh, lovely.
Sounds terrible.
And brown sugar. And you baste that. Probably it takes a little bit more basting than the lamb, actually, because it just wants to shrivel. The fruit just wants to shrivel up. So we probably baste that at least every half an hour. And by doing the brown sugar straight away.
Do you do that with a herb brush as well?
No, just an actual standard mop.
Okay.
Could do it with a herb brush. No reason why we couldn't, but we do it with a mop.
Yeah.
So it hangs for 4 hours, and then you take it off, and it makes a difference putting the grooves in it. Because if you just take the skin off, the caramel just wants to go whoop and run straight off.
Yeah.
But if you put the grooves in it, it takes
down the track, isn't it?
Takes longer, but it's definitely worth it. And what you end up with is because it has sort of shriveled a little bit, that caramel is like taken on the smoke flavour. You end up with like an intense, like sweet, tangy, smoky, rummy, vanilla, pineapple.
Yeah.
And then we pair it with like passion fruit and coconut and stuff. And it is, honestly, it's just an insane mouthful.
Yeah,
I've said that before, haven't you?
Yeah, we need to come down.
If that's all right with you, come down. We'll do a day with you, the Mad Chefs, and we'll help out and show us, show us how from the very start. Let's help you set the gazebos up. Let's help you set the fire pits up, because I'd love to see it from scratch. And we'll 100%. Do some get him on a pallet of lamb.
I'm not doing any
pallet of cod.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'd love that if you guys don't mind letting us come down to Reclaim Fire and
it'd be class.
Let's have a day with you.
Getting you down, we'll do a lamb. Oh, the beef picanha, by the way.
Oh,
you had beef picanha before?
I've had it before, not the way you do it. I have had it though.
Oh, it's cheeky.
Yeah.
It is.
Delish.
Again, it almost eclipsed the lamb, but the lamb is stunning as well. And we've just started finishing our meat differently as well. So the last event we did, the meat we finished with fresh herbs, vinegars, and a little bit more rub.
Vinegar's so underrated. People don't use vinegar enough, I think.
Especially like things like Chardonnay vinegar, sherry vinegar. Have you tried Moscatel vinegar?
No.
Whew, is the one. Honestly, get out on your meat, get it in dressings. Moscatel vinegar. It's cheese, but it is so worth it. You can almost drink it. It's so good.
Get a picture up now.
That's it. Yeah. We just started finishing all of our meats with fresh herbs and stuff, and it's an absolute game changer. The guys over at Smoky Rebel, by the way, Russ over at Smoky Rebel, the whole team there are so lovely. Like the whole UK barbecue scene, actually, I just want to touch on, is an incredible place to be at the moment. The UK barbecue scene is very much up and coming. The guys over on the Underseasoned barbecue podcast, I don't know if you've seen that, but they featured UK barbecue chefs within their top 150 most influential people in barbecue. The whole, I think, and I typed in ChatGPT actually, who are the most influential people in barbecue, and James Peck actually was within that list, so that's nice. Cool. But the whole UK barbecue, everyone's been so welcoming, considering we're essentially fairly new to the scene. Everyone's been so welcome. Ashley over at Smoke and Fire Festival, can't thank you enough. He's the one that's given us the opportunities for Smoke and Fire Festival and stuff. And the guys over at Smoky Rebel, they invited us backstage. They were feeding us. They were giving us great hospitality. Russ is an absolute legend. It's just a really fantastic. And to be honest with you, this is the most excited I've been about anything for a really long time. I really feel like this is just the beginning for like myself and like Reclaim Fire and stuff. Like it's
especially when it's something you believe in as well. You can get behind it. You're not just doing it for the monetary value. You're doing it because it's creating something special for you and your family.
Yeah, and you're doing it with Danielle, right?
Exactly that. It's a family company.
A lot of friends and stuff along the way, and it just you build that nice relationship. You're not there just going, I'm doing this because I know it's making money. I don't really give a shit about it.
Yeah,
this is something that you've built from scratch. that you can keep going and going and going and build on.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see.
Yeah, just give a quick shout out to Danielle, explain, or she's still in the RAF background.
Yeah. So, you know, we're a family company. I've got 3 girls. So managing.
Lunatic.
I know,
Maniac.
busy boy. I've got 3 girls, wife Danielle. They're all super supportive. Sophia was actually at RAF Lehman Families Day with us, doing all the tills, taking all the checks and stuff. So, you know, managing the business plus full-time job, plus a family of 3, like it's a lot, like, you know, but they're great. And you're kind of doing it for them. You're trying to build something for yourself and for your family and stuff. But I link it to being on the competition scene. I almost feel like rejuvenated within the culinary world. Like, I love cooking with fire and stuff, and I love the whole scene and the buzz that's gone on at the moment. And, you know, with Reclaim Fire, this is sort of like the base point, and obviously coming to the podcast with you guys, you know, absolute massive shout out to the Mad Chef and Retigo for having me on. Thank you so much. It's been a really great experience. This is sort of like the base layer, and we're just going to build from here. It's going to be so cool. Next year, I think it's going to be absolutely sick. With please come over and see us at Smoke and Fire Festival and at the BBC Gardeners World Show. We'd love to see you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Credit to you as well, doing it with 3 kids. I've got a 4-year-old, and a couple of days, and I have to go to some kind of rehab. I took him to Cheshire Farm ice cream. Cheshire Farm ice cream, very good. They've got a bit at the back there that's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. It's got the pink waterfall. It's got the this, that, you name it, it's there.
Yeah.
I'll come out of there after about 4 hours and I was done, ready to take a week away somewhere. You know, go back to your mother's.
Yeah.
I need to just sit and chill.
I mean,
so you're doing a business with 3 kids.
I mean, and again, like you say, all credit to Danielle, because when I am Danielle, absolute love of my life. Well done, babes.
Silk pajamas are inbound.
Yeah, silk pajamas, Reclaim Fire branded.
Very nice. Very nice.
I could probably do that, to be fair.
Mate, let's get it done. When I am pulling these insane hours, you know, prepping 8 whole lamb till 1 o'clock in the morning consistently, and then, you know, I'm just so focused on every element and every detail in the same way as the competitions with the barbecue, that she's holding the fort. You know, she's holding the fort with the girls. She's pulling the family together. She's doing the appointments and all that kind of stuff. Plus managing her own full-time job as well. Like, hats off to her. What a legend.
Wish you all the best with it, mate. And I can't wait to actually go down.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's going to be cool.
Exciting things happening for you. I'm really proud.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing it from scratch. Because you can see it on Instagram, but you don't see the dirty work that goes behind it.
No.
Yeah.
PR graft.
Yeah. I mean, we've literally just, I just found out that there's metal zip ties. So instead of wiring it and taking ages, it's just going to be a thread through. And that's just going to be a little bit more cost involved, but the time saved is going to be one.
I've got an idea, actually. What we could do is, and on the flip side, if you could come down to the UK showroom, Retigo. Yeah. We've got a 20 grid in there. Why don't we get a lamb, put the smoker on, put it in the 20 grid, hang the whole lamb, and let's cook it in that. So we'll come down and see you guys. You come down. Let's try cooking a lamb in a full 20 grid. Wheeler in there. And let's try that just so we can,
see if it works.
Yeah.
See it from our side of it.
Let's do it for sure. Yeah.
Why not? Is that it?
Just touching on the beef picanha. Yeah. So obviously, massive fat cap. You've got to cut it the right way. You skewer it down, and then you cook it fat side down, render that fat, and then you flip it over. I don't like to cook it on a mad high heat. I know the Argentinians, they cook it on a rotisserie, and then when the outside's charred, they carve, and then it's back on, carve, and it's back on. For the event catering that we do, that doesn't quite work. That's fine for restaurants and street food sort of thing, but for the event catering, that doesn't quite work for us. Render it slowly, then flip it around, allow all that beef fat just to drip in, and then we marinate it in it's like activated charcoal, garlic, black pepper, and salt, and the rub is just insane. And what you end up with is like an intensely rich, beefy, smoky beef that we just pair with our heritage pink slaw. And some pink pepper chimichurri, and you're off to the races.
I'm in.
It's the one.
Get me there.
Yeah, it's the one.
I'll lose a bit. Well, I've got to lose 2 stone, according to the doctor, because my heart's running too fast. What does he know? No, so I'll lose some weight, come down, put it back on that day.
Yeah, sounds like
so
a plan.
Next time we see you, you'll be 2 stone lighter.
Yeah, I'll be 2 stone lighter, but I'll bring the same clothes because then I can come back with a whole lamb in. No, look, boys, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it, Davey.
Yeah,
thanks
for
very
sure.
much anyway for coming
can't
on.
wait to have you down.
Right, guys, thanks very much. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you
pleasure
today.
again.
Yeah, class.
Obviously, Davey, give yourself a shout out.
Your socials,
Yeah.
where can they find you and all the rest of it?
Yeah, hit us over at reclaimfire.com. Also on Insta, Reclaim Fire, and over on LinkedIn. Thanks very much.
Perfect. And as myself, Beauvoir from the Mad Chef, you can follow us on our Instagram, Facebook pages, and obviously the podcast we've released on all social platforms, and you'll see them on there, Spotify and stuff like that. So have a look, guys. Check it out. Throw us a share, like.
Get in the comments, put where you want us to visit, any farm shops, because you love a farm shop.
You do love a farm shop.
As you've seen, any fast food restaurants, anything. Where do you want
Get
me
us
to
out
go?
there. Doesn't
Get us
matter
out
where
there,
it
put
is
it in
in
the
the
comments.
country.
And
Any potential venues that fancy like a bit of Reclaim Fire action?
Also, if
reach
you have
out.
got a Christmas party or you've got, I don't know, a birthday party or any kind of do and you want us, we will turn up in silk pyjamas. We are something special. Right, guys, look, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Nice one, David. It's been
Sick,
lovely
mate.
meeting you.
Thanks so much.
Nice one, Beauvoir.
Come on. Go on, boy.
Nice.
Mad Chef, out.